It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And this one features Trevor Lawrence. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Panthers and the Steelers. All that and more. Coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They've been in a great group. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year. Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell, and off we go from uptown Charlotte. Fielded just outside the goal line, and he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. For the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall pick from a couple of drafts ago, former Clemson Tiger Trevor Lawrence.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Oh, what a move. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence building run. Love the execution up front. The way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. It's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On play action, Lawrence. Complete. This is Lewis. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Panthers sit 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. Now, the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 9-yard line.
Delay of game,
and they'll accept that penalty.
Still 2nd down.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. After the penalty, it's Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Lawrence. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be fielded inside the 5. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick back in 2018 from Wyoming, Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Allen off the play fake. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On play action, Allen. Going deep here for Landry. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he fires one incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence locates Mooney on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. There's Mooney with another catch. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's one of those where it feels like backyard football. makes sense. You say forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. D Ford make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down, make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Lawrence's throw there, complete to Mooney. They go play action with Lawrence. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On 1st down, Allen. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And strong running there, gets this up over the 15-yard line. They'll run with Hall. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's Brett Kern now to punt this one away. Big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. A quick throw, but incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Lawrence will throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Now on is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. Returnable for Grant. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention that they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
The contact on that run came pretty early. Nice job just to push forward and get some extra yardage. Good game.
It certainly was, because the initial contact did not signal the end of the play. His mind, his body, his legs said keep churning forward, and he gained more yardage.
First down, right back to Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. We're taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 20 carries, 60 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity, because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football. But how about the coaching staff when they go?
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Daniil Hunter, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards first. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
The Panthers about ready to take over. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Joe Hayden from his quarterback position on the sack that time. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
To try again after the sack, Lawrence. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. So the completion good for 7 there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Joseph Charlton and the punt team on now for the Panthers. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs. In the top 5 in the NFL, it's all a mindset. And I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. If you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
On 2nd and 11 now, Lawrence. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. And here's Joseph Charlton now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A toss left side for Hall. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Hall again on 2nd down. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. To the air, Allen. And that will be incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now. He's been terrific so far. Carolina getting set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Inside handoff, Henry to about the 48-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards to pick up there. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Ball at the 26. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Lawrence. A quick pass here to Godwin. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he takes it down to the end zone for the Panthers touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 75. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
A little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Blankenship out for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Allen from the gun on third down. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Taking it about the 16. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards.
Still second down.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Lawrence. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago. We're still in the first half. It's a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and drag it to make sure he gets it done.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. On first down, Lawrence. They set up the screen for Henry. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Throwing to Lawrence. And this is incomplete. So the failure to connect on leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Lawrence. He completes it to Henry. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Joseph Charlton on now to punt. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Throwing on first down is Allen. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Complete to Hilton. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. This pass out wide to Hall. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Allen. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On first down, Allen. That's complete once again. It's Gesicki. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Steelers in that first half. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the toss, it's Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen getting in there defensively.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Allen going to throw. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 63 yards. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Hall. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2nd down and goal. Allen. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Allen now looks to throw. Now he's flushed out right, and he's got the hook up to Landry.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Boswell's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
Let's face it, the focus is going to be, at the end of this play, on the big-time gain, right? He lined up on the left and worked his way all the way to the right before the perfect pass found him. But how about the offensive line and the protection to give him enough time to work his way all the way across the field?
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw on target to Godwin here. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. 2nd and 5 now. Lawrence. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Henry running right. It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Blankenship's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the lead extended. I think at this point you say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Well, if I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you express yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you say, if your defense is only giving up 3 points,
Makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Allen now on first down. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
On play action, Allen. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Paul on a give up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Allen. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Hall. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Allen to throw it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now Allen. Dancing to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. To the air. Allen got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Draw play. This is Henry. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 35. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Henry up the middle. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. From the 24, Lawrence. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. nowadays an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. He will push his way down to about the 14. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to the right. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. John Franklin Myers just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Running from the gun with Henry. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. Blankenship's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. He's got Green. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. This is caught by Hilton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Allen's throw taken in by Landry. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Here's Allen. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Allen. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. A lot of tired bodies on that field. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And the Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now a handoff to Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. So you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, it's just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. I mean, we got a very entertaining game throughout.
So for Carolina, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.